Inference is a crucial reading skill that involves drawing conclusions, deducing implied meanings, and understanding the author's intentions based on the information provided in the text. All concepts become easier with examples. Let's look at one. Consider a passage describing a character arriving home with disheveled clothing and distressed expression. The author may not explicitly state the cause of the character's distress, but the readers can infer that something troubling or unexpected has occurred, perhaps outside the scope of the current scene. Let's look at the original passage now. The rain poured relentlessly as Sarah trudged home. Her clothes clung to her, drenched and disheveled. With a heavy sigh, she entered her apartment, a distressed expression etched across her face. Let's see what we can infer from this. While the passage does not explicitly state the cause of Sarah's distress, readers can infer that the distress is likely linked to the heavy rain. The disheveled clothing and distressed expression suggest an unexpected and uncomfortable experience, hinting at a connection between Sarah's emotional state and the adverse weather conditions. This inference allows readers to go beyond the literal description and imagine the potential challenges or difficulties Sarah faced during her journey home in the pouring rain. Inference is a dynamic reading skill that enriches comprehension by allowing readers to uncover implicit meanings, draw conclusions, and understand the author's intentions. Developing the skill enhances critical thinking and promotes a more profound engagement with the text. Let us take a closer look at the importance of inference and strategies for making effective inferences. Why is it important to make inferences? Because of the following most relevant reasons. 1. Understanding implicit information. 2. Critical thinking. 3. Evaluating author's intentions. And lastly, connecting ideas together. Understanding implicit information. Not all information is explicitly stated in the text. Inference allows readers to uncover implicit meaning, helping them grasp subtleties and nuances that contribute to a deeper understanding. As an example, let us consider a brief passage and explore the implicit information through inference. There are a few things that we can infer from this. The first one, the weather condition. The mention of the winter coat and rosy cheeks implies that it's cold outside. The reader can infer that the weather is chilly. The second inference, comfort-seeking behavior. Samantha holding a cup of hot cocoa suggests that she is trying to warm herself up. This inference indicates that she may find comfort in warm beverages during the cold weather. The third inference, indoor setting. Since Samantha walked into a room, it can be inferred that she has just come in from the cold outdoors. The indoor setting is not explicitly stated but can be inferred from the context. Inference thus allows readers to fill in the gaps and understand the implicit meanings that contribute to the richer understanding or comprehension of the text. Inference requires readers to engage in critical thinking. By connecting the dots and making logical leaps based on evidence, readers become active participants in the interpretations of the text. Consider a real-time example to illustrate how inference and critical thinking work together. Here's an explicit information that's given. Alex received a letter in the mail from a prestigious university. Let's look at what we can infer from this information. First one, application outcome. Given that Alex received a letter from a prestigious university, readers might infer that the letter contains information about an application, such as acceptance, rejection, or further instructions. Second inference: emotional response. The absence of specific emotions mentioned leaves room for inference. Readers may engage in critical thinking to consider how Alex might feel: excited, nervous, or perhaps a mix of emotions, based on the context of receiving a letter from a prestigious university. Third, achievement and recognition. The mention of a prestigious university suggests that Alex might have achieved something noteworthy or is being recognized for academic merit. Readers can infer that the content of the letter may be related to academic achievements. By connecting these implicit details through inference, readers actively engage in critical thinking to deduce possible scenarios and meanings. Critical thinking involves analyzing the information provided, considering various possibilities, and making logical connections to arrive at a deeper understanding of the situation. In this example, readers use their critical thinking skills to infer potential outcomes and emotions associated with receiving a letter from a prestigious university. Evaluating author's intentions. Making inferences enables readers to delve into the author's intentions and perspectives. It goes beyond what is directly stated, allowing readers to discern the underlying messages and motivations. Let's consider a real time example to demonstrate how making inferences can help readers evaluate the author's intentions and perspectives. Here is an explicit information that's given. In a political article, the author writes, "The new policy aims to create a more inclusive society by addressing the economic disparities." Let's look at the implicit information that can be inferred from this information. First one, the author's perspective. The explicit information suggests that the new policy is intended to address economic disparities. Readers can infer that the author may have a perspective or belief in the importance of reducing inequality and fostering inclusivity in society. Second one, political position. The choice of words like inclusive society indicates the author's values or political stance. Readers might infer that the author supports policies that promote social equality and inclusiveness. Third, critique or support. Depending on the tone and the context of the article, readers can infer whether the author is critiquing the new policy or expressing support. The evaluation of the author's intentions requires considering the overall tone, language, and any subtle cues in the text. By making these inferences, readers go beyond the explicit information to understand authors' underlying intentions and perspectives. They engage in critical thinking to analyze the language, tone, and context, allowing them to form a more nuanced understanding of the author's goals and motivations in presenting the information about the new policy. Connecting ideas. Inference helps bridge gaps between ideas, facilitating a cohesive understanding of the text. Readers can establish relationships between different parts of the text to see the bigger picture. Consider a real-time example. Here's an explicit information that's given. The first chapter of the novel describes a protagonist named Maya, who is a marine biologist studying coral reefs. Author highlights Maya's passion for preserving marine ecosystems. Implicit information. First one, character motivation. Readers can infer that Maya's passion for preserving marine ecosystem is likely to drive her actions and decisions throughout the novel. This inferred motivation becomes a connecting thread between different events involving Maya. The plot direction. The emphasis on Maya's role as a marine biologist and her commitment to preserving coral reefs suggests that the novel may involve challenges and conflicts related to environmental conservation. Readers can use inference to connect these details and anticipate the direction of the plot. Third, themes of the novel. By connecting Maya's passion for marine preservation with the broader themes introduced in the first chapter, readers may infer that the novel could explore themes such as environmental activism, the impact of human activities on nature, and personal journey of the character dedicated to a cause. In this example, readers use inference to connect the explicit information about Maya's character and passion with the broader themes and potential plot directions in the novel. By bridging these ideas, readers can form a more cohesive understanding of the text and anticipate how different elements of the story may interconnect as they progress through the chapters. Subscribe to our channel for more such content, and until next time, be safe and take care.